Hello, I'm Amanda Salinas, and thank you for watching this CrimeWatch YouTube exclusive, where we take a look back at recent crime stories that have been making headlines in our area. A store employee in Southeast Austin is asking for help identifying a man who assaulted her. That incident was caught on camera, and the employee says it took some time for Austin police to respond. Fox 7 CrimeWatch reporter Meredith Aldis shows us how this situation escalated.
This video shows a man walking into a vape shop on East Old Torf last month.
He turned and looked at me, and I saw that he had a swastika tattooed right in the middle of his forehead, and he had the Nazi SS lightning bolt on one cheek.
She says she talked with her coworker about whether or not they should serve him.
We decided that no, we do not support white supremacy, so we're not going to serve this individual.
So Loudermilk says she asked him to leave.
His first thing was to say they weren't white supremacist signs, and I'm like, well, yeah, actually they are. And then he began to escalate, getting angrier and angrier.
She says she called 911, but was put on hold. During that time, the man pushed over a metal stand, then picked it up and threw it at Loudermilk. She hung up with 911.
I can't pay attention to 911 in this loon as well.
The man starts walking towards the door, then turns around and shoves Loudermilk to the ground.
I went down between our front window and one of our glass display cases. That's really scary because had I landed on that glass display case, I would have been in a world of hurt.
He leaves and a dispatcher calls back.
I'm like, well, it's kind of over now.
She says police showed up to the store about 3.5 hours later. Loudermilk says a warrant has been issued for his arrest, but APD told her
if he has another contact with police, he'll be arrested, but there's no telling when that'll happen.
So she's asking for the community's help to find him.
The guy's violent, and I could have been hurt, my coworker could have been hurt, and I don't want anybody else getting hurt.
That was Fox 7 Austin's Meredith Aldis reporting. 2 people were hurt after a gun went off inside a bar on 6th Street. It happened on July 22nd at the 512 bar on East 6th between Trinity and Natchez a little after 1:30 in the morning. Austin Police, Texas DPS, and the Austin Travis County EMS 6th Street Rescue Task Force responded. Medics tell Fox 7 2 adults had minor injuries, but neither of them was directly hit by a bullet. One of them was taken to a local hospital, and the other refused transport. Police have not confirmed whether any arrests were made. Texas law does restrict carrying guns inside bars. As authorities and the public continue to look into the recent deaths in Ladybird Lake near Rainey Street, safety improvements costing about $1 million could soon be coming to the entertainment district. Fox 7 Austin's CrimeWatch reporter Meredith Aldis has the story.
Visibly intoxicated, getting a little bit too close to the water.
That's how City Council member Zoe Caudry describes a man who was found on a trail near Ladybird Lake earlier this month. As part of Austin Travis County EMS's new pilot program, EMS were nearby and they were able to help him. The agency now staffs 2 medics at the end of Rainey Street near the water on Friday and Saturday nights.
I think is extremely important. That has already shown itself to be working in terms of avoiding a tragedy.
This is one of the safety improvements implemented. In March, the city put up temporary solar lighting, signage, a fence along the trail, and a temporary camera near the trailhead. This came after 30-year-old Jason John was found dead in Ladybird Lake. His autopsy reports he drowned. Since, 4 more men have been pulled from the lake.
Because of the tragic death of Jason John and so many folks before and after him, we took it up as a dais and truthfully as an office to make sure that tragedies like that become a thing of the past.
Family and friends whose loved ones were found dead in the lake say improvements need to be made not just at the trailhead, but the bar district as well. The city says they're working with bar owners on Rainey Street.
I think he was drugged. I think he was overserved. I think he was lured over there.
We've heard of instances where patrons have either been overserved and also, truthfully, sadly, instances of patrons' drinks being spiked.
Now, the city says they plan to use about $1 million to provide long-term safety improvements, including a new camera at the trailhead, more lighting, and sidewalks along East Avenue. These are set to be installed by summer 2024. The installation of a permanent camera is being expedited and should be installed by the end of this year. Meredith Aldis, Fox 7 Austin News.
Austin police are investigating after the NAACP's Austin headquarters was vandalized. The office is located on East 11th near Waller Street in East Austin. NAACP members arrived in the morning of July 23rd to find the front window smashed and items taken from inside, but it's unclear exactly when the break-in happened. APD confirms they have opened an investigation, but so far have not released any information on a suspect. The NAACP relocated to 11th Street last year after their longtime headquarters on 12th and Leona was damaged in the 2021 winter storm. One person has been arrested after a recent hours-long SWAT call-out. This happened in East Austin near Cameron Road and 290. Fox 7 Austin's Angela Shen has the details.
Police say this all started when officers were trying to find a murder suspect. Thursday around 5 p.m. was the beginning of a long night for officers. They found a person wanted for murder on Braes Ridge Drive in East Austin, but a SWAT call-out ensued.
They paid attention and saw that the subject did not come out of the house, so they went and tried to make contact. Subject would not come out, so they called SWAT. SWAT came out and took a little while, but they got the subject to come out of the house finally.
Finally, after about 4 hours.
They have in custody a suspect with a first-degree murder warrant.
The suspect surrendered peacefully and was booked into the Travis County Jail. Police have not released the name of the suspect or which case they had a warrant for. This comes less than a week after a deadly weekend in Austin with 4 homicides leaving 5 people dead. Last Saturday, there was one at an apartment complex in West Austin. Last Sunday, a murder-suicide in Southeast Austin, a homicide at a building on 52nd and Cameron, and one at a gas station on Airport Boulevard. Police saying last weekend,
I know the detectives are somewhat overwhelmed due to just having a shortage of them at this point in time, especially during a busy evening like this. But I can assure you that we're doing everything we can to locate the individuals responsible for these particular actions.
And no one was hurt during this SWAT call out. In downtown Austin, Angela Shen, Fox 7 Austin News.
Austin police are investigating after a body was found underneath a bridge near downtown Austin. Police responded to a call just after 8 a.m. on July 24th about a body underneath a public parking bridge near 700 East 7th Street. Austin police say they are not investigating this as a homicide. The cause of death remains under investigation. The Hays County Sheriff's Office is asking the public for information after burnt human remains were found. The body was discovered on July 10th on Running Bull Lane between Kyle and Niederwall. Deputies are investigating the case as a suspicious death. A property owner called the sheriff's office after finding the burnt human remains. The victim has been identified as 20-year-old Valentine Castro. It's not clear how long the remains were out there.
We are confident by putting his picture out there and asking for the public's assistance that someone in the area knows Mr. Castro, might know where he was that day, where he was the following night. Any tiny tidbit of information could go a long ways in determining exactly what happened.
Autopsy results from the Travis County Medical Examiner's Office are pending. If you have any information on this case, call the Hays County Sheriff's Office or Crime Stoppers. Austin police have released the name of a man who was killed on June 19th near the YMCA on Runberg. Kinder Tuttlewell was found stabbed to death early that morning on West Runberg Lane by the North YMCA. Investigators say 41-year-old Joshua Daniel was arrested after they found him nearby. Police say he tried getting rid of the body by dismemberment and burning. Daniel is charged with first-degree murder. We end with a positive update to a story you may have seen after our sister station in Dallas reported on Crime Stoppers' refusal to issue a reward to a couple who was key to police arresting a most wanted fugitive. Someone stepped up to do what he says Crime Stoppers failed to do. Fox's Lori Brown has this follow-up.
We've been hearing a lot of thank yous and that we are heroes.
We were there as Fox 4 viewer Cliff Freeman hand-delivered a check to Kenyatta and Brianna Jordan.
I know you guys have been through a lot. And I just want to tell you, I saw your story that Lori did on Channel 4, and it just touched my heart.
Freeman is a Dallas native and business owner.
What you guys did was put yourselves at risk, and you took a bad guy off the street. And you're my heroes for that. You're welcome. You sure can.
Then Brianna Jordan saw the amount.
For $5,000. Thank you so much.
I'm trying not to tear up out here. Yeah. Yeah, I know everybody gonna see this.
When I saw the story, I teared up, so it's okay. It's a good thing.
Yes, it is.
Tears of joy.
The Jordans are parents of 6 young children.
7, 6, 4, 3, 1, and 6 months.
So when they saw reports that Leonard Neal was wanted for abducting a 9-year-old boy and 7-year-old girl and sexually assaulting the girl, they looked at his photo carefully. When they thought they saw him at a bus stop, they called 911. As Neal got on the bus, they followed it while talking to police. Before police arrested Neal, he cut his throat with a box cutter. The chair who oversees North Texas Crime Stoppers told us that the Jordans could not receive the reward because their tip went through 911 instead of their tip line. Freeman told us he believed the Jordans' actions were deserving of the reward anyway, which is why he provided the amount in full.
I don't have Crime Stoppers number programmed into my phone, but I do have 911, and I guarantee you 911 is the first number that I'm going to call.
Freeman said he wants to show the community that Crime Stoppers or not, when you do the right thing, the community will have your back.
On top of that, we were able to contact Six Flags.
Six Flags is providing the Jordan family with tickets to attend the park.
We want to help celebrate this with you, this great thing that you guys have done, and Six Flags has also wanted to participate in that as well. We just need more heroes like you guys.
It's a blessing.
Thank you for watching the Fox 7 Austin Crime Watch YouTube exclusive. Our Crime Watch stories run each Monday on Fox 7 Austin News at 9. For more on the stories highlighted in this episode, you can head to our website, fox7austin.com, and don't forget to subscribe to the Fox 7 Austin YouTube channel.